Okay, so before we give the panel back, I'm going to wrap up here so we can efficiently move over to happy hour in our EdTech showcase. I wish I had written down all the sound bites from today, and I think I'd love to go back and just take quotes because I can't believe some of the quotes that were said today. Even Sage on the stage. Some of these quotes, some of these buzzwords were great today. I wrote down a few though, just quickly as I was sitting here. Some of what we talked about today was it's a learner-centric model now. I know in our profession we talk about the end user experience, and it's no longer a top-down model, it's a bottom-up model. So it's all about that student or that learner-centric model. Everyone said teacher is a facilitator. But one thing that I got out of today was that teacher's not just a facilitator, they're more like a dungeon master. Kind of, D&D quote. They're really trying to gamify it. They are that dungeon master. I love what Andrew had to say about digital natives. We really are dealing with these millennials, a totally different generation than we ever had to teach before. And they're showing up with digital skills that, out of fear, we're banning in the classroom, but we need to embrace. A lot of what was said across all our panels is try and fail and learn from that. As Andrew talked about, it was a factory model, and failure was the worst thing that could happen. Now it seems that failure is one of the best things that can happen. So we really need to fail and learn from that experience. Another thing that I really took out of today, which was amazing, is technology is a tool. I'm a technologist. I thought technology was the end-all, be-all. That I just wanted to be wired full-time and that was it. That was the destination, whereas it isn't. The destination is something else, and technology is what gets us there. It's not the end-all, be-all. I also got out of today that it's all about creation of content, collaboration around that content, interaction with that content. The content itself, or the consumption of the content, is not the goal. You're not there to consume it and simply sit back and watch your TV. You're there to engage with it. You're there to add to it. What we last said, our vision 20, 30 years from now, as Nicole said very well, is that both students and teachers are both the student and the teacher. It's no longer this top-down, I lecture to you. It's very collaborative. And then the last thing I could say, which was mentioned here too, I think Nicole said we have to reinvent the wheel. But to expand on that, pulling together what some of the other panelists, what Jess had said and what Andrew had said, is that as people ask for a faster horse, give them a car. If they want a faster boat, let them fly. So, in closing today, it seems that we are really at a precipice of really needing to empower and invigorate education. And, if we could metaphorically consider a hurricane needs to wipe things out and blow it up, I think we are in a period of time where we need to rebuild education. And that's the reason we put this summit together, because I don't think people had specifically focused on innovation with a lot of the other conferences. And I think it's the innovation, it's blowing up and rebuilding it that's going to really help us. So thank you everybody for coming out today. This was a really good experience. I was blown away by some of the feedback that we got, the turnout that we got, the amount of sponsors we got. And I think we'll probably end up making this an annual summit. But we might go on a different city tour with it, so we shall see. So we are having a now 2-hour, although they did get the heat in here and have internet, we're still not going to balk on 2 hours of open bar. So by all means, network, collaborate, swap business cards the best you can, and I'll meet you in the EdTech showcase. And thanks again.